I think Noeline is actually a cat. She's had a few near-death experiences. One was you were nearly going to be bombed or shot.
That's right.
They were just shooting the news presenters at that time, is it? Rukshan, have you ever been asked to sing in the bed?
In the bed?
Yeah.
There are times. And there are times that if I get an idea of a
No,
new
not
song,
like that. Please don't sing like, ek ve mu api. Welcome to Date with Danu, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today I have a pair that they've worked together for so long. They have been on stage, they have maintained a friendship. They even performed together very recently. Let's get on with the show and speak about everything down the memory lane.
Hi, I'm Rukshan Perera.
Hi, I'm Noeline Honter, and we're here for a date with Danu.
Hi, I have been in the music industry since the 70s and I'm looking forward to this program with Danu.
Well, I have been in the television industry mainly since the inception of television in Sri Lanka, and also as a singer. Well, I think I've been around when you were also there. So yeah, we've been there for a long time, and I'm happy to be on a date with Danu.
Welcome to the show, and I don't need to give an introduction to them, but I'm quite cautious about doing this show because I'm seated next to someone who I feel like she reads the Oxford Dictionary every day just to correct it. Not to learn anything from it, just to be like, Oxford, you've got it wrong here. The one and only Noeline Honter and also Rukshan Perera. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So Rukshan and I recently just traveled to Doha. It's nice when you say that. It's not like we have gone to some exotic country, so we had to say Doha, and we just returned. Just wanted to put that across. And Noeline has not been in Sri Lanka for quite some time. She's been back and forth with Aussie and Sri Lanka.
Yes.
So how was it performing once again for the Sri Lankan audience? It's no new thing to you, but to...
Well, I really enjoyed myself, especially at the Gats the other night, and well, it was great. I mean, the audience was lovely, and I had so many musician friends in the audience as well. So I thought it's wonderful, and the audience is very, very warm. Of course, I'm not saying that the Australian audiences are not, because mostly Sri Lankans.
Yeah, I know, that's Colombo 16.
Yeah. So, well, they are warm as well, but Sri Lankans have that a little more, you know.
We have more time in our hand to appreciate a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
I think in Australia they have to work a bit harder.
Yeah.
Rukshan, what keeps you busy these days apart from all your grandkids, kids, and your beautiful wife?
What keeps me busy mostly is a program that I started, and I think you know that as well because you were involved in one of the championship finals. It's called Little Mind Strong Values. It's to teach ethics and values to children through songs and music and performing arts. So that keeps me quite busy in my life, and so much so that I almost neglect my music as well. So yes, that's the one that is really keeping me busy, other than music and composing and stuff like that.
Brilliant. You know, if there's nothing to do, Rukshan will find something to do. if there was, and even if he has found something to do, he'll just add a little bit more to it because he just feels like he needs to keep himself active 24/7. So that's Rukshan. I figured that out about him. I think it keeps them young. That's the best part. And I've seen Rukshan's pictures from the 70s till now. He looks the same, and he doesn't even have a shortage of hair.
Yeah. That's right.
It's actually quite amazing. Now, Noeline, I have to ask you, you have looked like this forever.
Oh, thanks for the compliment.
And even the little fringe thing there.
You mean I haven't changed my hairstyle?
And also like the way you carry yourself and how you look. What's the secret?
I don't have any secret except that I remove my makeup with baby oil. That's all.
So back in the days they did that. Even I did it when we got onto TV because nothing could get that makeup off. But they used to
Yeah,
put us
that's
back
right.
put us through those days. I think they were getting us ready to play Shrek. I promise you, there was no other way we were looking like that. But yeah, so you still use the whole baby oil.
I still use baby oil, and of course there are other products
Other things
that I
have
use.
added more to it.
That's right.
Let's get back to the time when television started. These stories I've heard from Noeline, and I wanted to share them with you as well. We have multiple lights here just to do this show today. Back in the days, there were no lights. And when Rupavahini started televising, they found ways to open the light up to give more brightness to a set. And believe it or not, they used Anchor Kiri powder tin.
Yeah.
We're going to speak more about when we do come back, but we have our first segment. It's called Hot Seat. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with Danu. If you're planning on pampering yourself, but with the right type of people surrounding you in terms of wellness and giving you a purpose to live life in the most meaningful way. Because you don't want to put all these unwanted things onto your body or even be guided through a wrong process that's just not going to help you in the long term. You can now visit Crystal Luxury Wellness where experts will look into you. And also they have something called the Crystal Villa, which is just absolutely amazing if you want to relax on a Sunday, watch some Netflix, chill, get a nice body massage, work with your mind, soul and body. Yeah, all of this is possible in the heart of Colombo. More details about Crystal, and also they have a chance for you to go a little bit out of Colombo and also have a weekend getaway where they will give you wellness served beautifully. More details when you do give them a call or just follow them on their social handles. They'll give you all the info that you need. All right, we have questions and they are ready. Noeline, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Out of the many men you have shared the stage with,
Okay.
who has been the most complimentary man for you? Maxi Rosario, Sohan, Clifford Richards.
Now you're putting me on the spot.
Just complimentary, others also good, but one who like,
Yeah, I think I've performed mainly with Maxi because with the Spitfires.
yeah,
That was in the 1970s into the 80s.
yeah.
So yeah, I think Maxi and I have performed so much together and our voices blend so much. Not that I'm saying that my voice doesn't blend with Sohan or with
I
Clifford.
have put her in some trouble last time after this show.
Yes,
so
you did.
So she's like,
No, I haven't really sung so much with Clifford Richards. So Sohan, yes, I
Yeah.
have. And yeah, his
Maxi.
voice
But yeah,
compliments me
Maxi and
as
you were like the pair. Yeah, you all were the pair. And yeah, my God, my mom and all had the biggest crush on Maxi. All those Kotena girls were like, Maxi. They were that moment. Okay, Rukshan, one thing about Noeline that people from today will never know about.
Oh my goodness.
Well, everyone knows that she's a fantastic singer and a TV host and all that. But I think she's also a fantastic English teacher. And that I don't think everyone knows. And she corrects everybody, including me. And hey, Rukshan, that word is not pronounced like that, but it should be pronounced like
I
this.
didn't know that.
I'm going to somehow survive this show and go home happily. Name a person that you were scandalously rumored to have had a fling with. Both of you, like individually.
Oh my goodness. I can't think of anyone.
Maxi? A lot of people thought you all were together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. He was happily married to Yasmin, who's a friend of mine.
I know you all were not together, but rumor.
Okay.
Rumor has
well,
it.
the rumor has it,
Yeah.
but it's wrong.
Wrong.
The rumor is wrong, definitely.
Rukshan, did you have some story like that?
I think that's a very difficult question because his wife
If
is
it's
around
right
the place.
there, that's okay, Annie. She's super cool. She will say, yeah, yo, it's okay.
Not really scandalous per se, but I have had several girlfriends, and when I was in Europe, that was another time that we enjoyed.
70s were very colorful. And you should see Rukshan in some of those shorts, man. If you walk around like that now, today, I think men will end up raping you. 70s shorts were dangerous, I'm telling you. Nowadays, you wear that, you can never pass better.
But they had the hot pants in the 70s.
Yeah, they were like here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I wear long shorts now.
just to catch
to
up
make
with the
sure.
tide.
Yeah.
I used to wear hot pants, but I used to wear an open skirt over,
over
it, so
it.
that, it doesn't
It's
really
there,
show.
but it's not there.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Who should the next musical movie be done on? Sunil from Gypsies, Nihal De Silva, and Vijay Nandasiri.
I would definitely go with Sunil. He's such a colorful person, he was. And he had so much to give, to the people, not only in music. He was a very generous person,
Man,
I know.
yeah.
And he was a very simple guy as well. So definitely Sunil.
Sunil, you?
Absolutely, Sunil Perera. I mean, not only a musician, singer, entertainer, but he got into politics as well. I mean, through his songs, he had a way
Such
of
a
projecting
message given.
such a
Yeah.
message, a lot of messages about the politics here in Sri Lanka through songs, and definitely, hands down,
Yeah,
it should be Sunil.
definitely.
Brilliant. He made Kottamalli sexy, man. That's the power he had. Out of all the ladies who were part of the industry during the time, who was an absolute head turner from both of you? Mariazel, Dalreen, Minon Fernando. Apart from
I would say Dalreen.
Yeah. If you're talking about head turner, yes, Dalreen. Yeah. And also Minon,
yeah, she was also known for
Yeah,
the
that's right.
the Nalala thing, no? She used to always wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is your favorite sister from the three sisters? Indrani, Airangani, Mallika.
I definitely go with Indrani because I didn't know the rest.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Indrani we got to know a lot, but I think Airangani was also.
It was like the supremes of Sri Lanka, no? They
Yeah,
were
exactly.
right, yes.
Exactly.
who comes forward and who doesn't, and there was all that part to it as well. All right, congratulations. Both of you are winners. Because it's hard for me to choose here, okay? We're going to get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with Danu. If you're planning on pampering yourself, but with the right type of people surrounding you in terms of wellness and giving you a purpose to live life in the most meaningful way. Because you don't want to put all these unwanted things onto your body or even be guided through a wrong process that's just not going to help you in the long term. You can now visit Crystal Luxury Wellness where experts will look into you. And also they have something called the Crystal Villa, which is just absolutely amazing if you want to relax on a Sunday, watch some Netflix, chill, get a nice body massage, work with your mind, soul and body. Yeah, all of this is possible in the heart of Colombo. More details about Crystal, and also they have a chance for you to go a little bit out of Colombo and also have a weekend getaway where they will give you wellness served beautifully. More details when you do give them a call or just follow them on their social handles. They'll give you all the info that you need. Welcome back to the show. Let's speak about these kitty-pitty teens. Now, this was in the 70s. You were not involved in television, right, Rukshan?
Not in television.
Always singing and stage was your thing.
Correct.
So you did multiple things, radio, TV,
Yeah.
singing, hosting.
Yes.
All right. Now let's speak about this. So how was it to read news those days?
Well, it
There
was
was
a bit
never a
involved.
breaking news.
I started presenting news when ITN began. ITN
Okay.
was the first television station in Sri Lanka. So we had a little studio at SLBC towards the Independence Square end, and that's where we started doing the news from. And you know, now we do live news, but then we were recording it. And well, we used to go there at about 10 in the morning, and we are still recording till about 7 in the evening. And the thing is
Why
that
was it so slow? I just want to know whether they took time because it was on reel, or is it this, the process was slower?
every area, I think. In fact, you know, now I've kind of seen presenters abroad because I've been traveling. And then I know that they look into the camera and, you know,
They
present the headlines and the introductions to the item. So we didn't have a teleprompter at that time. So we had to, you know, just look and read. Of course, I had practiced sight reading, and, you know, sight reading is looking into the camera and speaking.
What is sight reading? That is, you read what's given, but you look somewhere else.
No, the thing, sight reading is actually, if there are 5 words on the line, okay, so you look down and pick all 5 words and look into camera and speak. So that's actually, you have to get that art of
I would
doing
have
it.
changed the government if I had to ever read the news.
So what we did was, well, what I did was, I used to memorize the
new-
introduction and then read it into camera. So sometimes we stutter and, you know, then we had to record again. And so sometimes they had to just rush the tape to the station where they were, you know, telecasting
Televised.
it from. So that was it.
So if there was anything, you all might have been just obliviously sitting inside the studio and recording the whole day, and on the other side a bomb had gone off, and people in the evening are like, today is a wonderful day, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, most probably, yes.
And people are just like, shut up! Might
But
have
of
been
course
the
it
case.
was not live, so it was
Yeah.
quality, of course.
Oh, wow.
And when you talk of bombs, I have more experiences once we moved to Rupavahini, but I'll tell you about it later on if you like.
So, Rukshan, tell me, when you got into music, music would have actually been a path to take at that time, not like today where people are struggling to live their passion out because there's so much of competition. But how was it in the 70s and 80s? You were a chick magnet and all.
Oh, it was great. It was one of the best times that I've had in my life. It was difficult to get into music because generally the musicians were not seen as professionals.
Okay.
You know, the parents always wanted you to be a doctor or a engineer
Or a
or a lawyer. You know, those were the so. But luckily, my mother was a music teacher.
Right.
And so we kind of learned music through her, and music was always in the family. So as a result, we were able to learn very well as we were able to get into music without much of an issue, even though my father didn't like it all that much. But very young, at a young age, I got into music and I performed with the Golden Chimes. I was still doing my O-levels at the time, and then the Super Golden Chimes with Clarence and Annesley. Still, I was in school at the time. So when I got into that band, it was like, you know, they were right on top at that time. This is 74, 5, 6, 7. That's the time that I was with the band. Amazing time that I had. Of course, it's because of Clarence Vijayawardena, who is the composer, who is the arranger of the songs. You know, all the originals that we did, it's hats off to Mr. Clarence Vijayawardena that we were able to take ourselves forward in the band.
But you also did the covers and performed dinner dances, and all of that was there at that time.
That was there. So we didn't sing any Sinhala songs because Clarence and Annesley were the the main two voices for Sinhala songs. But on the other hand, we did all the English pop that was popular at that point. We did, including Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's not a song.
Wow.
I know, that's not
And
a
the
song.
harmony on that song.
Harmony of that song, the arrangement and everything was not easy at all. But we did it, and Amazing Grace also did it. We were the only two bands back in the 70s who did that song. And the best part was, sometimes we go for concerts, and so the audience obviously expect us to start with one of our originals, right? Clarence's songs. And Clarence himself says, let's start with Bohemian Rhapsody. And like, you know, entire audience is like wow. So it was like that. So I mean, I was involved in the English, singing English songs, and so were some of the others as well.
But back in the days, everyone came to enjoy music. There was like, oh, they're performing Sinhala music here. There was a time like that in our country, but now I think the Sinhala pop and all have just really come into our
that's
DNA.
right.
And
Now you were talking. He was talking from a man's point of view. Now, in my case, in the 70s, people were stunned to see
a woman perform. So how do you get a female vocal then?
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, they were, you know, they didn't really like women being on stage.
Right.
And my parents were also a little, you know, but they agreed for me to sing. And there were just a few singers, female singers like myself, Priyanti, Minon, and Dalry.
That's it.
That's it. So, well, we just did it. That's
7
it.
days of the week, 4 days we have 4.
Yeah.
So it's just might have been such a busy schedule. Wow.
Yes.
But you know, my mom used to always say 70s were the best times. Like 70s was Sri Lanka's best. Like there were less problems. People didn't worry about eating a meal. They could enjoy life. Everyone was happy. Everyone spoke to everyone. Nobody divided anything. Good times, right?
That's right. And well, you know, we rehearse, but I think Rukshan will also agree. We didn't have, you couldn't go to Google and get the words.
Yeah.
And you can't even practice the
You
song.
have to write.
No. We used to write it, and also when we rehearse, the leader of the band used to bring the spool tape, you know, the spool tape, and he rewinds it, and he has, you know, you to rewind it and send it forward and that kind of thing. And the lyrics, I just want to share something with you. There was one guy in our band some time ago, and he was learning the songs to, I think, Waterloo, the ABBA song. And he was learning the lyrics, and he just, you know, listened to it and wrote it down. And then, you know, that line, finally facing my Waterloo, he said, finally basing my Waterloo. And I was wondering what he's talking about. That's how he heard me. So that's how.
But it sounded right when you see it.
Yeah.
Finally basing my Waterloo.
So similarly, just like the lyrics and all that, like when I got into playing a bit more than just a normal song like Santana. Now Santana has a very
elaborate
intricate guitar parts. Now we didn't have a tape recorder at home, right? So I would listen to the radio. It's radio. So you take the first few parts while the radio playing the song, you take the part, and then you had to wait for it to play again to take the next part.
Unless you knew an announcer who said, "Well, can you play it?"
Yeah, exactly.
Next week
so
or something.
this is how we learned. At least some of us learned to play the guitar or whatever, because if you don't have a tape recorder, like what she said, later on we had tape recorders, so we can rewind and listen and to find out whether it's right or wrong and so on.
That's dedication.
I think that also improved to a certain extent our ear. So because nowadays, if you want a particular song, whether it's Santana or Eagles or whatever, the Hotel California solo, you can just go on YouTube or you can go on Google and just ask for that. You'll see 100 people who have shown it by note exactly how to play. Now, those days, we just had to figure out how to play because there was no video, there was no internet, there was no computers,
Yeah.
nothing, right?
Nothing on
So-
TV as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we learned. I think it was a challenge at that time, but we did it.
Excellent. We have a segment called Yes or No. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the show. We have some questions that we need to ask. You could elaborate if you want to the answer. If not, the board alone is allowed. Did you ever forget the lyrics live and make up something just to go with the flow?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever practiced so hard that you have no? Is that the one? Ah, right. Sorry. Let's do it again. Sorry. Have you ever partied so hard that you missed the sound check?
So again, have you
Have you
ever
ever partied so hard?
partied so hard that you
Missed the sound check.
you mean you came late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
You want to ask
question
that question again? Or?
for him?
No. You could just say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. You? No.
No,
Good
I
girl.
haven't missed the sound check, and I'm generally on time.
Okay. Have you had someone flirting with you from the front row while you perform? Oh my God. That I didn't even have to finish. Did anybody flirt with you?
Yes.
I'm sure. Hello. Oh my God.
And I've had someone grabbing me off the stage and dancing with me while I was singing with the mic.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever lip synced? Never.
No.
Wow. Have you ever gotten to a fight with a band member when you were on a tour?
No.
Have you ever been told, oh, sex it up a little bit for the stage? Sex it up a little bit for the stage, like your gull shots.
Well, I could tell you,
Yeah,
I
tell-
won't say yes or
yeah.
no. I was, in my early days, I was with Sam the Man, and I didn't, use lipstick or anything. I just used to go and sing. And then one day, Seban Samath, who's like Sam's second in command, he came up to me and said, at least use some lipstick when you come. So that's what I did.
That was the only sex
It's
it
not
up they
sexy
wanted.
enough, that's right.
Rukshan,
In my case,
no, nothing. They didn't even want you to come in those shots. Did you ever use your star status to get out of trouble?
Well, I haven't used it, but it has just come my way
It has
because,
saved your life.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
definitely.
nearly killed a few times.
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So they just recognize me and then they'll let me go.
Yeah.
That's how it was. I didn't really say, well, I'm, Noeline Honter kind of thing. No.
When did you leave the country, Rukshan?
77,
So you left
First.
at the peak when you were so busy with music.
exactly.
Yeah, but you were here and she was nearly killed. We'll speak about it when we do come back. It's an interesting story. How she had some great presence of mind on the other side. Thank you to our friends at Celine for joining us on the show. It's not just a brand, it's a movement is what they speak about in terms of empowering women, giving them all a chance to rise above and, look after their home, look after their kids, go out there, work, achieve, dream big. All of this happens with the brand Celine. Now, Celine always comes up with a great thing for Christmas, and with Christmas, they believe in giving back to society. If you're planning on buying your gifts, your little hampers, whatever, think of giving back to the Celine Foundation because you are uplifting their lives. It's a complete transparent project. You can go meet them, speak to them about how it's done, how they've helped so many women become leaders in their communities, in their homes. You can now be a part of all this and more. When you buy that beautiful piece of fabric or that sari or that little ornament, you know it's coming from a place where lots of hardship has turned for its good, and that's what we need to do. So let's go ahead and contribute to it. Celine, thank you for joining us on the show. Welcome back to the show. You would have seen them on stage, you would have seen them perform, you would have danced their music, but there's so much more to them in terms of the principles they follow, the people who they are, and what makes them who they are. And that's what's so amazing. Noeline had a few. I think Noeline is actually a cat. She's had a few near-death experiences. One was you were nearly going to be bombed or
Yeah.
shot.
That's right.
They were just shooting the news presenters at that time, is it?
No, I was actually presenting the news live. This was a live telecast, not in the early days.
Yeah.
But
80s.
I was, at Rupavahini presenting the news, and generally there are two doors that lead into the studio,
Yeah.
and they are, well, no one can open them when the live news is
Yeah.
on. But I was
Not
on.
when they want to assassinate you, man.
No.
They will open if they want to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So I was presenting the news live at the time, and I was on camera. There was no visual that was going on.
Right.
I was there on camera, and I was presenting into camera. And suddenly the door opened, and you can't indicate even with the movement of your eyes, because then you will distract the viewer.
Yeah.
So I just pretended that nothing was wrong, and I just looked in, and I was going on with my presentation.
And you're still live. You're
yeah, I'm
transmitting.
still live. I'm still on camera. So, and I could see with the corners of my eyes maybe about 20. They looked like soldiers to me. They came in with their guns, and they were pointing the guns towards me like this. And they came and lined the walls of the studio.
So around you.
Yeah, just on the two
Yeah.
sides of the studio, and they were there. And I was wondering, are they going to shoot me, or what's going to happen? So immediately after that, after I finished the introduction, the producer in the studio, he played the visual that was related to the introduction. And then he put the talk, there's something
Yeah.
called a talk back. He put the talk back down and said, he used to call me Honter. He said, Honter, don't worry. There are soldiers who have come in to protect the studio because there is a bomb threat. Now, now that was even worse, because I thought, well, I'm going to be plastered in front of all the viewers, and there were millions of viewers
Yeah.
in Sri Lanka. So, well, I said, what's to be done? I was sitting there, I was doing the live news, I had to continue. And then...
And what's the point of them coming and holding the wall and waiting with you? They should be finding the bomb. The
That's
bomb is
right,
not under you.
That's right. So that's how it happened, and it was very, very scary. But as I tell my presenters when I'm, training them, I say you have to have nerves of steel
Yeah.
if you have a live, situation.
Yeah, but not at this level.
Yeah.
But then you were also nearly assassinated at a color light.
That's right.
God, tell me about that.
And that too, there was a time when, people used to come in jerkins
Yeah.
and hide the gun.
It's coming
inside.
back in trend, darling.
Yeah.
Nowadays, even if you see one of those ones, be mindful.
So I drove out of my lane, and I saw a guy on a motorbike, and he was wearing a jerkin, and I kept my eye on him. I was alert, but I drove, and he followed me, and he came up to. I was watching him in the rearview mirror, and then he came up to. We both came up to the intersection between Kanatta and the straight road that way.
Yes.
And I signaled that I was taking the Kanatta road, and he didn't signal, but he also
Was turned towards that
turning
side.
towards that side, but I quickly cut and took, then he also cut. Then I knew I'm dead. So
I'm sorry, but
then we came to the traffic lights, and the lights were red. I had to stop. He stopped, but there was room for him to come and stop next to me. He stopped behind me. And then another bike came, and that guy, he was on a white bike, and I knew he was a cop. So I put my shutter down, and I said, you know, I told him in Sinhala, "Mං හිතන්නේ මෙයා මාව මේ follow කරනවා මේ මං දන්නේ මොනවා කරන්නද යන්නේ කියලා." So he immediately put his bike across, and the lights turned green, and I went. That was, God came to my rescue, I'm sure, because there was no.
But that time it was quite common
Yeah, it
for
was.
people who were known to
And
be
they
targeted.
used to come and shoot through the windscreen or from the side glass or whatever. It was scary.
In the 70s, when you packed your bags and when you went off to the States, Rukshan, how was it? What made you take that decision?
Well, initially it was not States. I left Super Golden Chimes with Clarence just to go abroad, right? And I joined the band Esquire Set, and Esquire Set was playing in Intercontinental here, and they wanted the same band at the Intercontinental in Afghanistan.
Wow.
Afghanistan was a peaceful country at the time. At that time,
my
right?
God, people dressed so beautifully at that time.
It is.
Yeah.
It was. And then so we went to Afghanistan in 77. And then we were playing at the Intercontinental Hotel, the only 5-star hotel in the entire country. And I had a similar experience, well, not a personal threat, but in 79, that's when the Russians came in, right? Took over
you
the
were telling
country.
me this, yes.
We were there. In fact, I was playing tennis at the time, and I could hear this kind of an odd noise. And I asked somebody, what is that noise? Nobody either knew or nobody wanted to talk about it. And later on that night, when we were playing at our nightclub, it was right on top. The hotel was on a hill, and then we could see the entire Kabul around us from there. And we could see like the firecracker. We thought it was firecrackers going back and forth. It was actually, they were shooting each other. So what had happened was, when the Russians came in, they had a little reception. All the army commanders, the police, whatever they had, they were all there. They were locked in there, right? And that's when these planes landed, and they said that we are landing these planes. This was the noise that we heard, one after another, and these planes all had like 20 tanks in them, and in the tanks there were soldiers. So initially said that we are bringing the tanks that you ordered, was their excuse. They brought in there, and bang, 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 within a few hours, like, it was almost taken. So there was curfew for a few days, and then we were actually to have come back and gone back. We never went back after that.
But the hotel was in operation at that time.
Hotel was operational, but later on we heard the hotel became a hospital. We were so sad to hear that, but that was the reality. But then it turned back to the hotel again. So they went through a very, very hard time when the Russians came in, and now, of course, you know the news of what Afghanistan is going through.
Yeah.
Good times and bad times. Time for a break. Our friends at Align, now talking about Align, I actually have my invisible liners on. It's actually a program that I'm also following these days, because the more I spoke about Align, I was like, oh, I should so go ahead and do one. How they correct your smile and give you that perfect Hollywood smile is what they guarantee. Now, sometimes it's very hard for us to visualize it, because we have seen this face every single day, and you're like, well, how would I look? Well, they'll give you a chance to experience it even before your teeth gets done. They'll give you a chance to see how your smile will be adjusted. It's a bit of a process. It takes like 3 to 4 months, but they will guide you through it so beautifully. They'll follow up, they'll teach you, they'll remind you, saying you better do this, you have to do this, come see us. They are professionals and you have to meet them for you to get the right service. And these are international standard products that are coming to Sri Lanka, all thanks to our friends at hi.lk. Welcome back to the show. This is what I wanted to speak about, something that Rukshan is involved in with the Rotary, Little Minds, Strong Values. This is something that we really need to incorporate into kids and our lives as well. And if you're thinking, you know, songs with good messages are only for children, these songs are really fun, and at the same time, they really do give these kids a reason to think differently. No government organization has come forward to accept it and incorporate it. It's a shame. We vote for people, we canvass for people, we say, okay, there'll be a change now, there'll be a change tomorrow, but nobody cares. We just want to continue running this country and this world to the ground with people who are just absolutely oblivion to what's happening around them, selfish, crude, making this world a very unhappy place. That comes from my heart.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we create these values and bring these kids up knowing that there are people around them that they need to love, cherish, respect, not only the people, but the things that we are given as historic values, things that we need to cherish for the next generation. All of this will be taught in this. If the system can't do it, you as a parent can do it, correct?
Yeah.
True.
So tell me about this, Rukshan. How many songs are in this?
So there are 21 Sinhala songs, and they are translated to Tamil as well. Not all, but almost all. And each song has a particular value or several values built into the song, such as respect other religions, other races, respect your elders, your parents, be honest, be kind to others. Even simple thing like say thank you when somebody do you a favor, or say sorry if you make a mistake, and about the environment, importance of the environment, about recycling, about importance of trees. So there are more than 50 values built into these songs. And so what we are trying to do is, through music, to send this message, and for them to sort of absorb and inculcate these values as early as possible. That's what we believe in.
How many schools have taken this for now?
So far about 500 schools have been taken this as well as performing these as well. To encourage the schools and the children, what we are doing is we are running a championship. You have been a judge in the finals about 2 years ago as well. So these schools, what they have to do is they take this song, they can either sing the song, they can dance to the song, they can give a speech on the values in the song, or create a drama around the values. And boy, they have done amazing stuff. And then they upload it to a portal that we give, and then we have judges to select the finalists. The finalists, we bring them into Colombo, and then we have judges such as you to select the
But
winners.
what was remarkable was the fact that you might not see the kid like going and hugging a tree the next day. At least it plants that seed in their mind.
Yeah.
And that's what matters. And that's the most important thing. You want to teach the child that, you know, just because he is Muslim or Tamil or Buddhist or Catholic or whatever, he or she is not a bad person because he or she doesn't practice your religion. And it sort of stems from there. And I think these kind of initiatives should be given the right approach. If we can, even if it's not this, something like this should be in every school. And Rukshan, thank you for what you do. And I'm telling you, I know how much this man really suffered to do it, and how much it's frustrating when you go and knock at doors to do something good. It just doesn't happen.
I must say that a couple of years ago we did sign an MOU with the Education Ministry, and they supported us continuously, and we hope that can be continued going forward as well. So we did have some support from them.
He was kind about it. He's very kindly saying it. Now we'll come back to more interesting stuff, okay? How many grandkids do you have, Rukshan?
8.
8 grandkids.
No,
Wow.
it's a combination of him and Pumi both together,
Yeah.
not one side alone. Pumi is Roshan's wife, who is actually the star of the party always. And Noeline, how many grandkids do you have?
3.
That's it. So they are aware of everything that I'm going to do now in this segment called Kinky.
Okay.
Here we go. Noeline, have you ever brought one of your stage outfits into the bedroom?
Stage outfits into the bedroom. No, I haven't.
You had to bring it to change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously,
well, I've
right?
changed. Yeah, that's.
You can't be in the wardrobe throughout, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
yeah,
you know.
Okay. Yeah, I've changed in the bedroom, of course.
Rukshan, have you ever been asked to sing in the bed?
In the bed.
Yeah.
There are times, and there are times that if I get an idea of a
No,
new
not
song,
like that. Please don't sing like, ek ve mu api. No. Pumi will run the other way. Don't unite us right now.
No, at this point, I hardly
No?
sing in bed.
Not that kind of singing.
Not,
Yeah.
not kind of like,
I might sing doi 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 for my wife. Huh? How about that? That's one of your favorites too, right?
yeah,
Doye
true.
Baba.
But, no, okay. Are you an outdoor person or an indoor person when it comes to being a bit erotic?
My goodness, the questions you ask.
We can't be erotic and go outdoors. It has to be
Yeah.
indoors.
It's fun outdoors, I'm told.
Oh, really?
Sometimes location can be a crippling matter. No, Pumi? There you go. I felt so bad asking these questions from senior citizens.
We are not exactly. We are not young anymore.
I'm sure here you all had the best time. No internet, no evidence, no pictures to send. It was all eye
No
contact.
social media.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And letters.
Ah, yeah.
Letters.
And meant everything. Okay, that was made possible by our friends at Midnight Divas. I'm just going to dress Rukshan in another kinky outfit and send him home with Pumi. We'll see you after the break. Got some pictures, and their pictures really tell great stories. Before we get into that, well, Noeline keeps herself busy now teaching the world how to speak English right.
But I don't know about speaking English, right? Yeah, kind of part
Yeah.
of the world.
But actually, I think Sri Lankans pronounce much better than most of the others because our English is understood more.
Yes, that's right. But English pronunciation is not only about the sound, the correct sound, but it's also about syllabic stress, as I always teach my students, because syllabic stress is also
What is
important.
that? I have just got stressed.
Syllabic stress is when you stress or give importance to one sound in a
the
word. Of course, there is the primary stress, secondary stress and all that, but then when I teach, I just teach the primary stress because otherwise it's too much for
Yes,
them.
I know.
Yeah.
Tell me one word that is so heavily stressed.
Well, if it's a two-syllabic word, like for example, present or present, because they're both spelled the same way,
Yeah, true.
but you have to pronounce them correctly, and the stress is,
Present
in
and present.
different parts of the word. For example, if you say present, as you present a program, then it's a verb. So it is a two-syllabic word, and then you pronounce it present, and the stress is on the zent,
Zent.
the second syllable. But let's say you have the same spelling and you have the word present, same spelling, and that's a different word altogether because that's a noun, and it also can be an adjective, you know? So then the stress is on the first syllable. So it's present. She's present in class, that would be an adjective. She gave me a present is also, it's a noun. So the stress is on the first syllable. So that's how it is.
Here's another way to do it. She gave me a gift.
That's right. But present, most people don't pronounce that
I
present
know.
correctly.
God, it's a lot. It's okay. Let's just manage for now. All right, let's look at photographs, memories.
Oh, that one. That was in the Maldives when I performed with the Experiments, and Judy was part of the Experiments as well. Yeah, this was in the Maldives.
In the
and those
80s?
boats at the back. Yeah, that's in the Maldives.
Oh, that's myself with my son.
Both of you all look like kids. How would you pass?
Probably some kind of an event. I don't recall which event this is. Could be a dance that we played as well. My son also performed with me in the U.S. We had like a little band just performing something. Could be that.
You can give it to him. That's for him.
That's for me.
Okay, that's for you.
Thank you.
This,
Oh, so that is
who are these mug shots?
that is a Super Golden Chimes band.
Where are you here?
Bottom
The
left.
long hair?
Yeah, correct.
I've got to look at that.
Yeah, you have to.
And on top is Clarence,
Oh.
Dixon, Annesley.
This is Clarence.
That's
Where's
Clarence.
Annesley?
Okay, so Clarence, Dixon, that's a guitarist, and
Right.
Annesley on this side. And then next to me is Srikanta, the drummer, and then the bassist and Conrad Gunnar. These are the original, musicians when I joined the band that I performed with.
Well,
Fantastic.
I've heard that Srikanta was a very handsome guy.
He was.
That's right.
And unfortunately, he's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
He used to get all the girls. I mean, you know, here Clarence and Annesley are singing all, but
Yeah.
he only had to be a little smile, and he got all the
Yeah.
girls.
Well, this was at the Colombo 2000, and this is Rohan Mendes. He's part of the Apple Green at that time. Then Aruna Sirivardhana, that's myself. Mohan Sabaratnam is here, and his wife Kate.
Right.
We were, I think we were just celebrating something or the
Performance.
other. Performance, yeah.
The two of you.
Oh, I wanted this video. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a video that we were doing.
Okay.
And I was interviewing him for
Right.
his CD.
When we had the DVD out. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I hold on to this
Yes,
picture?
of course.
I'm not giving it to you.
Okay, you can keep it. Oh yeah, this was
Such
in.
a beautiful picture.
So this was the two of us, myself and Pume, with all the grandchildren. This was done in Cancun, Mexico. Last year we were there. We all
Such
the
a beautiful
entire
photo.
family went there, and we had a lovely time.
For Pumi's birthday, she says.
That's exactly right. For her birthday, the celebration was there in Mexico.
Amazing.
Okay.
That's once again the Super Golden Chimes. The corner of that side is Nimal Perera. He was the drummer. He came after Srikanta, then myself, then Lyasin, then Dixon and Clarence on this side. This was taken, I believe, in Kandy.
Clarence always had. Okay, everyone wanted to know about these shots. Here you go. These are Rukshan's sexy legs exposed.
Yeah, they
that
do
was
look
that
sexy.
was taken in that was taken in the U.S. when
Oh, really?
when Clarence came there the first time. He performed in L.A. and New York, and he called me and asked me to
Come and back them
come
up.
and perform with
And
them.
did he ask you to wear shorts?
Keeping the
That was a
trend.
practice. That was a practice session.
So I worked for Noeline's son for 4 years. When my career was just starting off. He was one of the best bosses I've ever worked for. One of the kindest people. Ryan Honter, shout out to you.
Thank you. I'll thank you on his behalf.
Oh, he was such a nice man. He taught me a lot of things, how to stand up for myself. I used to be so bullied those days. He used to always say, use some bad words, otherwise they're not going to listen to you. But he was a nice boss, and I think we all love him still. So
Yeah, so there he is. That's Ryan, and that's my daughter Jamie, and that's myself. I think this
Jamie
is,
and I sang together in that jingle. So
okay.
this is Christmas.
Oh, really?
What have you done?
Okay. So, and this picture was taken when I got out of hospital. I was not well, and I was in hospital
In
for
2010.
that's right. And so I just got out of hospital.
And I think Jamie flew down. It was scary times.
Yeah, it was.
Noeline was actually wheeled in right next to my mum in the ICU.
That's correct.
And
Yes.
and they said Noeline is not going to make it. She was very critical, and I still remember Mummy asking, "What's the commotion?" Because it was they were short of space at the hospital, so they sort of put another screen in between and put you right next to Mummy in the same space.
Yeah.
So I said, "Mummy, it's Noeline Honter on the other side." "Oh, why? I said, "She's really bad, it seems." "Oh, say a prayer for her, say a prayer for her." So that was
Yeah.
Mummy in
That
2009. I
was-
still remember because,
I was unconscious.
yeah, it was
for
early
4
December.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had to, they said I'll have to be on life support, and they gave me only 24
Yeah.
hours to live. And they had to insert this tube, and they said if they insert it, I'll lose my voice completely. Well, my sister said it's her voice or her life, we want her life. So they just let me be, and they inserted this. And then after that, I woke up after 4 days, like Lazarus in the Bible. Jesus brought me back to life. And Ryan and Jamie were sitting by my side, and they both said, "I love you." And I said, I didn't have a voice. I had lost my voice completely. So that was the worst thing. I mean, I woke up and I was, gesturing and asking them what happened. Then they said, "We are sorry, Mama, but you have lost your voice, and they say that you may not regain it." I just started praying, and I said, "Jesus, you have to help me, because, what am I going to do without my voice? Because I'm a singer and a presenter." And they sent speech therapists. Nothing happened. But I kept praying, and everyone around me was praying. And then after 2 or 3 days, suddenly I started talking again. So that's how God comes through if you pray.
Amazing. I'll never forget that moment. Yeah, but how things connect, no? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this one, you know who the guy is.
No.
You don't know. He was one of the handsomest guys, or he still is actually. He's a singer. You know who he is?
I didn't see the.
I don't want to guess a name wrong and give a compliment to someone.
This is Jeffrey Fernando.
Oh, this is Jeffrey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We took part in
But
one
this
of
is
the
such a
first.
hot picture, though. The two of you look
Wow.
really nice.
This was I think we took this backstage, but this was a musical and musical theater. Tommy, you must have heard of Tommy, and
Yeah.
it's a rock musical. And the two of us participated in it. So he kind of played my lover in it. And I was, that was it.
It's a nice picture. Yeah.
Well, that's my mother, and that was taken several years before she passed away. And that's where we got the music from.
And she's very special. I see a lot of
She was a
pictures.
great pianist.
She was a classical pianist and a music teacher at Princess of Wales College. In fact, she had this a competition, and that's where Priyanti Manamperi, who used to go to Princess of Wales, won the competition, and right away she was taken
Okay.
to a band, and
Right.
within a year or two she was with Spitfires.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are a lot of, I mean, they all the girls, they love her and always talk
she
about.
has such a good voice, and she was a good singer
Yeah,
as well. I
absolutely.
mean, she doesn't sing anymore, I think. She's in Canada.
She has done
now.
recordings with Raj Jalaldine, but I don't know whether she performs. I don't think she performs anymore.
Yeah. And the Spitfires had 3 very good vocalists. I'm just saying, myself, Priyanti and Maxi. The 3 of us, we used to do the front line.
Right.
It was good. Oh, there we are talking about the Spitfires. So there's so many well-known people here. There's Surya Kumar Veerasingham, Mohan Sabaratnam. They both passed away now. That's Maxi Rosario, and he was our sound guy. Chico, that's myself. And this girl, she sang with another group called Ice and Fire. This is Kumar Molikoda. This is Ricky Sen, Donald Viratna. He was such an excellent bassist. They used to call him Donald Symphony Ratna because he used to play symphonies on the bass guitar. He was very, very good. And this is Joe Thambimuttu, excellent musician. He has also passed away. And this is Neville Davidson. So all these are well-known musicians.
Names.
Yeah, big names.
Well, I think both of you carry so many great stories, and I think you all have been a part of the best times. And I think it's just so nice. So it's like literally like living in a movie with you all. Get to hear all these stories, and
Then we can do a movie there.
yes, I know you all should. You all should. If you do get a chance to be a part of one of Rukshan's concert, do another one. Because with you get to see all these little experiments that he does with music. Then he will.
What about his whistling?
I know he'll whistle in harmony. All of these cool things he ends up doing, and also every time he has sung, it has always been for a cause or a project. So thank you so very much, Rukshan. I think you have used music as a tool to give back and to really do so much. So thank you. And it's just fun hanging out with Rukshan and Pumi. They hung out with a lot of youngsters when we were in Doha with a program, and it was just having 2 more youngsters. I think Pumi did way more than I'll ever do. She even at one point was doing like some kung fu moves there. None of us could be bothered. We were just too tired. But it's really cool. Thank you so very much for being here. Noeline, thank you for, I've admired you on screen, and to have you and to share moments with you, it's a privilege.
You know, when I came in today, I thought I might have to just say a few words about you before I started. So I thought I'm going to say that he's a little naughty, but very, very nice. That's how I thought of
Thank you so
introducing
very much. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm sure you enjoyed the show. Until we see you again, you keep smiling. It's all right.